tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Botafogo are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous...
Big chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Botafogo find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Shoots! It's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
Botafogo are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Del Piero. Not the most convincing of passes. Cruyff. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's managed to get free. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Shevchenko. Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cruyff gets through on his own. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Botafogo have themselves a chance from the spot. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos que todos bebam com responsabilidade. O espectador...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the greatest #1 there's ever been.
The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he's
one-on-one! Oh. Can he finish? It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So, a breakthrough already. Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And this is Adriano. Puskas. It's a searching pass. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, easy pickings there. Beckenbauer, probing pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. So what can they conjure from this one? An opportunity then to pull clear here. That is some save from Khan! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Nice control. Ball driven towards the far post. Nicely aimed pass. Driving on and making good progress. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Puskas. Now it's Pele. Neymar. That's good running with the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Botafogo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Cruyff. Goes for a shot! It's a loose ball. Roberto Carlos. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Here's Roberto Carlos. Koeman. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. Now it's Pele. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Marquez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a promising position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Roberto Carlos. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shot, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Cruyff gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And he's lifted it over.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Cruyff hurtling down that right flank. Hit into the middle. He rises! And he hits the net! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, what has happened here? Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Totti. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Cruyff. Pirlo. Pelé. Adriano. Time and again they are repelled.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Beckenbauer
acréscimo.
tries to thread one through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ball is over the line. And that's aimed into the middle. And he's there to clear it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Senhoras e senhores, é proibido estacionar na área ao redor do estádio. Usem o estacionamento mantido pelo clube ou outros estabelecimentos pagos da região.
And the action is back underway. Botafogo didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Does well to stand firm and defend it. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cruyff. Neymar. And it's Cruyff. Puskás. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pinged towards the front line. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Puskás gets a good foot in there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Puskás. Now there's a fine ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cannavaro gets across and deals with it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Engages and forces him off the ball. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Pirlo. And Zanetti. Rijkaard. Bellingham. And it's Cruyff heading backwards.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Botafogo have reclaimed it. Adriano. Foot in. And that's another good win of the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, good big chance! Goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So is this the start of a comeback? Now it's Puskás. That's a throw. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played, well played. Played into space. Now that's well seen too. Knocks it into space. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substituição em andamento.
And we have our very first corner. Surely now! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. Messi. Alonso. Xabi Alonso was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has been cut short. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Has a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Shoots! Beckenbauer gets rid without sophistication. Lovely feet. Alonso. It's Alonso! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Botafogo presented with a golden opportunity here. Now, power or placement? Brilliant save from Buffon! Oh, good steal, he just read it. Batistuta. And it's Del Piero. Crunching tackle. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Looking for the run. Now it's Puskás. Well timed, excellent interception. Puskás is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. But he's opted for the long pass. Koeman did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Messi. 4 added minutes on the board. Zanetti. Played over towards the opposite flank. Del Piero. And that's that.